What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix animated series Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to this second part. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Alright, y'all remember how disappointed I was about the previous installment. Understandably so, I was not alone on that. A lot of you share the same sentiment and frustration. And I don't blame you if you have no enthusiasm going into the second one. But I'm happy to tell you that yes, finally, Part 2 gives us all of the He-Man vs. Skeletor action that we've been wanting to see. And it's not just some blue ball tease, no sir. This one's a real rock'em sock'em explosive non-stop action with some pretty interesting battles. No more Lord of the Rings journey, no more sidelining He-Man. I mean, Teela and Evelyn still very much dominate the story arc, but this time it's not at the expense of the other characters. Showrun and executive produced by Kevin Smith. After a cataclysmic battle between He-Man and Skeletor, Eternia is fractured and the Guardians of the Grayskull are scattered. And after decades of secrets tore them apart, it's up to Teela to reunite the broken band of heroes and solve the mystery of the missing Sword of Power in a race against time to restore Eternia and prevent the end of the universe. In Part 2, the war for Eternia continues on this second part that picks up where the iconic characters left off. With Skeletor now wielding the Sword of Power, the weary heroes of Eternia must band together to fight back against the forces of evil in a thrilling and epic conclusion to the two-part series. Voice starring Mark Hamill, Lena Headey, Chris Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Liam Cunningham, Alicia Silverstone, and Tony Todd. Wow, this kinda actually got me stoked about Dune Part 2, because if Part 1 was boring, which it was, then the upcoming Part 2 Dune must be amazing. Damn it, Hollywood, why you gotta hide the good stuff for later on? Just give us the stuff in one serving already. But perhaps this is Kevin Smith's master plan all along, to get us all outraged and riled up, and he feeds off of that publicity and bam! Excellent. You know what? I don't remember having spoken about this in my previous video, but this Part 2 storytelling approach is oddly faithful to how cartoons were done in the 80s and also even in the 90s. What I'm referring to are the awkward dialogues that occasionally happen, where the characters literally go on a long rant of acknowledgement. They're thanking or giving accolades to one another and it takes forever. It's preachy but beaming with positivity. Oh, it's not a criticism. It's just an observation. It's difficult to further talk about Part 2 without spilling spoilers, cause it's got so many, wait for it, revelations, pun intended. There's a bit of a power shift or dynamic shift between the characters, and I think the writers did a good job of exploring one of the backstories to the point where we kinda empathize with the motivation behind that shift. There's a sense of awestruck wonder in how much bigger the Grayskull power can be, and so the writers this time successfully capitalize on that. In just under 5 episodes, they managed to give us a turn of events that's massive, clever, and surprisingly dramatic. The case is rare that a sequel is better than its predecessor, but such rare case applies to this Part 2, which I gotta admit, has completely redeemed this show.